We are starting the session with sending love to the person who is joining for the first time and the years of the life where the person has heaviness and it's already leaving. At 27, 34, 43, 47, and 54 are relationship issues. 47 is physical issues, need for doctor. And these life events, which we carry in ourselves, in our head, when we send love to these events, then we get free and the whole group joins in sending love to you, and you become healed by sending love to whatever you were carrying in your head as being a heavy, or you felt that it was a difficult time or challenging time. And the way to do it is each one of us feels that we are all connected to each other at a level of heart. So we are one. We are not defocused from your body, defocused from your intellect, defocused from your mind, defocused from your thoughts, defocused from the world. Only connect with your heart and via heart with all of the hearts on the planet, including with Mary, and then send love with prayer. Om, and feel with Om this vibration that connects us all, flowing through us. Om Namo, Namo in your heart. Shiva is sending love to Mary. It's a tradition that whenever someone comes for the first time, we send love to them when they allow us. And it's her soul which is allowing us to help her. So it's not us, it's her soul. We say thank you to Mary for accepting the love. Om Namo Shiva. 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 Namo Shiva. So we send love with the permission of the person to whom we are sending. So that person is responsible for our growth. I do not know why she's not able to join. Om Namo Shiva. I'll ask her to join by phone then. Om Namo. Jane is not able to join, so I'll call her. Om Namo. Om Namo. Okay. Jean, you're now in, so we will start the meditation. So when we send prayers to others, we do it not as a person, but only as a golden heart. When we do it as a person, then we become very limited. And when we do it as a heart connected to the other person, then it's easy. And the ego, oh, I am doing this, that does not kick in. Yesterday, I got a call from, if someone else who is coming for the first time, they want their life, they want to be receiving and sending love, then they will just have to write it down, their age and accent, and the group will look at it and will send love to you. So you just have to write your age and we'll take a look at your life. So these are very interesting times when so many people are in a COVID mode. Someone rang me up that I had a fight with my boyfriend and we are now separating out. So I had to explain that every relationship right now is going through a lot of tough time because people are in isolated, etc. And we can't really be happy when there are so many people on the planet who feel, oh, but because of COVID, I had to leave the planet earlier. In reality, everyone leaves the planet whenever it was planned. To the personality, it will seem, oh, it's not rare because the personality is your way of thinking. But in reality, the soul plan had it exactly that at this time, I will use the COVID to leave. And a lot of people call about COVID, but till that time, we do not see COVID as a blessing. It is going to be with us. And it is a blessing. One, yeah, we are going to be sending love to Shadi's daughter, who is 13, and Om Namo Shivaya, because everyone is suffering. So whoever asks for love and prayers, we send it, but again, not through your personality, not through your heart, not through your mind, not through your body, but through the golden heart, and feel it. And because she is Islamic, so do it. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah. It should be flowing through you easily. Islamic or Christian or Hindu, it doesn't matter. It's a prayer. And the intent is to heal others and serve others. And the key is that this person, the 13-year-old daughter of Shadi, is accepting the prayer. So she will get better. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah. Visualize that Shadi's daughter, 13-year-old daughter, is all golden, smiling, and her liver does have some issues, which shouldn't be. 13 is too young. So imagine that her liver, where there's a lot of pain and anger, and there's some from the school, and everyone goes through it nowadays. The schools, etc. Children are not so happy nowadays. Like especially when they become teenagers, they are not happy. A lot of time they're depressed, and in a COVID time, it's very difficult to see the blessing of COVID. But think of it like that: one, a lot of people left the planet. I got a job, good job opportunity, because I was the fourth candidate, and the first three did not want to get vaccinated, so I got the job. Thank you. So it's not and so many people have left the planet, but a lot of them will come back and they will have a time to reassess their situation. And a lot of people who are living because of COVID, for the first time, American organizations have led them, and in Europe also, and all over the world, I think, they're letting people work from home. So when people are working from home, a lot of us are not spending 2 to 3 hours in commute. So that is life that we have got back. Now, what we do with this life that we receive, because so many people have left the planet, and that's the sacrifice that they have done so that we could work from home. What we do this extra 2-3 hours is our responsibility. If we just spend it like me on Netflix or so we have to spend it doing something worthwhile with our life for others. And others will accept it. So we are sending love to Mary. We're sending love to Shadi's daughter. And at 11 years and 2 months, there is some sort of a trauma in the poor girl. So the mother will be praying for her for whatever happened at 11 years and 2 months. It's a family thing. And the girl will be fine, but it will take 2-3 days. Lena also is also suffering from a temperature. She has joined, so we are all going to be sending now healing to Lena. She's Christian, so we are using the Christian prayers. Otchina, Siachina Nevesa, the Praslavit Sainito, the Pribudit Sasoda, the Sponitsa Voluto, Naniva Nizamle. Dainam Klepsu Shini, si Prastina Nashi Delki, Yakan Prashanda Jikum Nashi. Vidina Satis Kushini is Babat Loko. Our Father which art in. Just feel the vibrations flowing through us, not through the body, not through the mind, not through the intellect, but flowing through us. To Lena right now, to Shadi's daughter, and to Mary. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on heaven as in earth. On this day, give us our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us from temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the power, the glory. So see this very subtle vibration of energy flowing through our hearts. Now, today a lady called and she was very upset because she was asking me my opinion about some video that a psychologist had sent to her, and the psychologist was saying that people who believe in God essentially are stupid and weak. So they do not resolve their life problems, and they just start believing in something which is not seen and which cannot be seen, proven, and they avoid their responsibilities and this, and something is wrong with them. And most of the time people who start feeling for God and or meditation, etc., they are like they are hurt people, they are cracked people, they are incomplete in short. And that's the way that the whole world is always going to be looking at us, and it's something that we have to be proud of. If you're not proud of it, then you won't be able to manage the stress. You have to be understanding that, first of all, as COVID and as all these things happen, the world becomes more and more irrational. It becomes more and more focused on things that people can touch and feel. Consequently, people are becoming much more materialistic. Money is buying more and more. And during these times when there's so many people, there are lockdowns and sadness all over the world, the number of Mercedes, BMW, luxury houses has gone through the roof. Luxury cars that were sold once a month, I've been told for the whole next year they have been booked up for in Lexus and all those places. And luxury houses are being bought like left and right. Like anyone who is, crypto is slightly going down, but it used to be $100. So, and it went down, it went up to 70,000. Now it's 38,000 and people are in panic, etc. These things are useless things. Crypto especially is useless because it's just an algorithm of maths, and people, especially the criminal world, needed something to be exchanging. So drugs, etc., drugs and sex and people and all those things are sold in the dark net, and you can't use the visa, so crypto is used. So that's why so many people have invested that, okay, we are going to recognize this mathematical algorithm as having value. Otherwise, it has no value. It is just dollar, etc., are backed up by gold reserves of the government. Technically, it used to be till Reagan came into power and then changed it, but still, a dollar has got the promise of a government. Any note has got is a promissory note, started in the 16th century by the Medicis. So it's a promissory note that I'm going to repay to this person this much amount of gold usually, and the more the gold has, the more powerful the currency is. But crypto, etc., has got no such thing. It's just a mathematical formula, and the amount of energy that is used to maintain it is huge. So it's not. And it's just a convention that, okay, between most of all, it is used by hackers, because I am an IT person. I know how it is used by the hackers, because if a hacker would ask for money for taking over your Facebook or your computer by Visa, it can be traced. But crypto money, it cannot be so. It's criminals' money. And that's why it goes up, etc., because it's all criminal, it's all dark. But people are so much stressed about it. And today I was reading, there's a city in Brazil where there's so many pyramid schemes, and the schemes even are not related to crypto, but they'll say, through us, we will invest your money in the crypto, and people want to believe. They want money because they're very materialistic. These times of death, etc., people are in a sort of panic mode. And this panic is making them spend more and more money. And more money, no matter you spend all the money, you get all the Mercedes, you get all the big houses, you get everything. You're still going to die, buddy. Because your body, your mind, your intellect, the whole world, time is changing. We are thinking that is the same thing, but it's not. 5 minutes ago, we were in a different place in time and space. Now we're in a different, the world, the earth is rotating because of gravity. We don't fly off, but we are in a different space. We are in a different time. Whether it was 5 seconds, 50 seconds, 5 lifetimes away, we are in a different place. But our intellect, full of thoughts, which are always changing, doesn't want to change. However, spirituality is focused on the substrate and the rate structure on which everything else is, compared to which everything else is changing. If two rings are running at the same direction, in the same, it won't be, you won't feel the change. But the rays underneath, that which does not change, and that which does not change is the golden light in your heart. In most of the cases, people are focused onto material toys. And they think that spiritual people are stupid and non-problematic. And that is the way we are going to be stupid in the world, because we cannot focus on the world or the money aspect so much. And I know there are spiritual people who are trying to sell spirituality desperately and trying to make money. And it works because a lot of spiritual people become, out of panic and out of their own desires to be special, they become superstitious. Superstitious means they start spending money on astrology, and the intent is, if I know this, then I will manipulate the universe. A lot of courses are reality altering courses. So it starts off with the courses which are ranging from $200 to $2 million. There are courses like that. They start off with this thing. Yes, you are God. So, okay, that's Hinduism, that's Buddhism. Not exactly Buddhism, but it gets towards it. And that basically is the base of the Eastern, and you are God. Okay. And then the premises, that is the golden light in the heart, that's the Hindu premise, or your life power. And then it becomes, you are God, and we'll help you to change your reality. And it sounds so fantastic that you can close eyes, channel and meet with Julius Caesar and Napoleon and talk with them, and it's all in your head. And these schools are some schools are using channeling, some schools are using visualization of changing your world so desperately, and people are paying because it is so seductive that you will sit, close eyes, visualize changing the world. And then when you go to sleep and you will wake up and you will be a billionaire, you will be like a Bezos, and Bezos, etc. are like just, they are stuck by lightning. They're not so fantastically smart. Bezos just had a poor guy, I keep on saying that he just had a divorce. So he had to let go of the person with whom he had 25 years of life, and he has got a young, good looking, but when there is a generation gap and you have so much amount of money, it's impossible to have a normal relationship, because the doubt is whether she loves me or she loves the money. And of course, it may be both. It may be just money, and it may be just security that the other people. But for sure, if you're so good, you won't be needing the divorce. You won't be needing to be sitting on a rocket and go up and down the wonderland. That's what a trip on the rocket is. Cost 10 million or 20 million. It could have been used to feed so many people, and the person would have felt, I'm in heaven. But no, he used that money to go up and down and to feel. So what's a rocket? It's a trip in a wonderland, up and down. That's all. But people are hidden desperation and depression. In spite of that money, these people drink and etc. You go to think California, oh, California is a place where they are so blessed and all that. There's so much amount of drugs. Why would people be in these places, be drinking and smoking and using hard drugs? Like cocaine is sold, is one of the first places where it is sold in huge quantities is in California, just so that you know. Huge, tons. And it's, you can Google up these facts. So if the people are so rich, then why do they need this desperation to be taking so much amount of drugs? So it's just an illusion. Yeah, they are comfortable. The sun is there. They have got soft things to wear, cars that don't make noise, which are like electric cars, etc. But even those are myths. There's a company. There's so much amount of absurdity. There's a company. 1% of the cars in the world right now is electric cars, which don't make any noise. And some of the people buying these electrical cars are old school. So they are used to the muscle cars of America. When you press the, and all the vroom, vroom, because it feels, for some reason, it is associated with being manly. It started off in the 60s when everyone wanted to be a race car driver, and the vroom, vroom became associated with being a man. So if you are a man, and Steve McQueen and Paul Newman, all of them tried their hand at all those who could afford to stick to get an image that they are manly. And images are just images. They are like thoughts in the head. So the people pay to another company to have the effect of the vroom in their electrical car. So when they use the electrical car, which is supposed to be silent, it has all the vibrations, etc. It's as if it's a normal non-electrical like combustion engine with all the moving parts and the vibrations that they miss. So it's a very absurd world around this. It's very, and in this absurd world, people have got 90% of the people have got money in their mind as the savior. Their Jesus is money. And they spend their life only by hook or crook. So morality also goes. When you're going towards big money, and I've seen it in my jobs that most of my managers, well, 70% I would say, a very immoral sort of thing. They are the person who can climb up in the corporate world, usually are the very aggressive people who will do everything, including, let's say, it's called throwing you under the bus. So they are very aggressive and they can climb up. And when you are spiritual, when you see God inside yourself and God in the other person, how are you going to get aggressive? You can't. That's the part and parcel. So the world is very materialistic. Their savior, their Jesus Christ is money. In God they trust, but it is printed on a dollar. So they focus not on the, in God we trust, they focus only on the dollar. And that's okay. And that's 90% of the world. And to ensure, out of a sense of, let's say, insecurity, they will prove to the spiritual people, you and me, that we are the stupid ones. But because we believe in things which are beyond the real domain of senses. Because we believe in a God, so we are stupid. And they believe in a dollar and they're willing to do everything for a dollar and they live and die for that dollar. And they are okay. They are good, they are pragmatic. So, and 90% of the people are going to be like that. So we have to learn to be spiritual silently without going to an aggression. A lady today called me that I and my boyfriend are separating because I'm spiritual and he is more like materialistic. And I was saying, no, stick with your boyfriend. Because all relationships are good. And being spiritual means that you manage your relationship. You don't judge the other person for being whoever, whatever his mindset is. And at some point, even the most pragmatical people, even the money people, when they are dying, even if it happens 3 seconds before their death, they'll become spiritual. Because it's a trauma. Traumas are cleanups happening in our life and they open us to God. If we are really happy with the material things, then we can't become focused on God. So our losses create an opportunity when we can grow towards God. They show to us that our focus to expect happiness from the material world is irrational. And that is why the people who have all the towers in the world, including all again the Bezos poor guy and all the others, they are poor guys at a level of heart. That's why they need more and more money. The billionaires are in a race to become zillionaires. So they are insecure. But when we become spiritual and we focus on the golden light in the heart and we spread love and we are providing service, we get over the three shortcomings in the material world. Even if you had the latest toy or relationship, most people, what do they want? More sex, more money, more respect. It could be all people, just more money because the rest can follow. Maybe, maybe not. But even if I'm going to give you, even if you had the best, let's say I would give to each one of you a diamond, huge diamond, the world's most expensive diamond. You won't be able to sleep. Oh, you will be stressed about what happened with this diamond, and when I sell this and this will happen, and how to sleep with it. Maybe someone can steal it. So all this money creates insecurity, and that's why sometimes even the oligarchs, etc., once or twice in my life, they called and they were so insecure, depressed, unhappy, and I told it to straight off to them. And most of the time, what that these poor oligarchs were like around in 50s, and they had a 25-year-old girlfriend, and they had just let go of their wife. And one of them was saying, I even told, he was saying, maybe I should go back. I said, you have been depressed since you got this 25-year-old poor girl. And he was saying, maybe I should go back to my wife. I said, no, she'll probably kill you in her dreams because that's her, that's the state of mind that she is in. When you're dreaming and sleeping, she can. So I would avoid that for now. But this was a couple of years. And these people are very unhappy because a person, let's say 25-year-old, he likes, let's say, someone who is blonde, tall and blonde. Now, when he becomes 50, his wife, who used to be tall and blonde, is now a 50-year-old person. And he decides, no, I'm going to go with the 25 because you feel younger. But you don't see yourself in the mirror. And if I was to do that, I don't have the money to attract the 25-year-old. So it's not even a temptation for me. But if you are rich, you can find 25-year-old. And I know so many cases. And one of the wives was complaining, how is it that you're saying that praying will help him? My husband stole that $1 million and he has the 25-year-old girl from Ukraine. He's very happy. And I'm depressed and always reading a Bible, as you said. And I looked into the situation and told her, he is miserable because it so happened that when you were 25, he likes you. Then you are 50. He likes the same 25-year-old. So he gets a 25-year-old who looks like you when you were young. But you also have a daughter of 25 years old who looks like that because that's the image that he has. And when he will be 75, he'll again look for the 25-year-old. But it's the same model. And his daughter looks like that. So when he wakes up, he sees from spring in the morning is that he sees that, oh, I was sleeping for 3 seconds with someone exactly like that. So they go mad. It is not happiness, it is hell. And then 25-year-old or these people, it's a generation gap. I don't even know what to talk about except for spirituality when I have an age gap of 5 to 10 years. It's so fast. You don't get the jokes, you don't get a lot of things, etc. So being so close and intimate, spiritually is almost impossible for a 50% year to be really close with a 25. There can be exceptions, or it takes a lot of willpower, but it doesn't really happen. Okay, there has to be a stimulus from the 25-year-old, and most of you have to pity the 25-year-old. But the point is that when you have a relationship or a new car, you think that that's happiness. But 3 things always happen. The car always gets old. Someone has a better. The grass is always greener on the other side. I know of a person who made a court case because his Mercedes that he got was not right. And he thought that the red Mercedes had been promised and this and that, and he made a court case, etc. So he wasn't happy with his car. So no, he got the car that he had wanted. And then he had a court case and spent 1 year with the dealer and all that. And then he got the car and it was already old model and all that. So people are insecure, but they think that the grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener wherever the grass is taken care of better. It's not the neighbor or you, it's whoever takes care of it. But when you are focused on a thing, and most of the world is like that, that's why they're buying luxury cars and houses. They are desperate and they are depressed. While this group is going to balance the madness of the world by focusing on the golden light in your heart. Now, the golden light, the third factor is one, things get old. Someone has a better version of whatever car you had or relationship that you had. And three, you were looking for happiness. A Mercedes or a relationship can give you sex and maybe respect or maybe not respect, but then another person you have to make happy is hell. There's a lot of work for anyone. So your expectation was that this would make you happy, and then you find out that this relationship that you got, now you have to work full time to make the other person happy. You were expecting that the other person would be making you happy, but it works out that the other person expects you to be making them happy. And as spiritually powered, you have to go with the flow and do everything for others and don't care about yourself. It's a truth. That way, then the relationship can be saved. You have to make the other person, you have to serve the other person, but of yourself, don't think about much. We are spiritually, so don't think about the body, don't think about mind, which is just thoughts in you. Don't think about your intellect, which is everything is changing, but your intellect is stuck in you still like the same tall or short or red or whatever things that you like and dislike. But you have to, with spirituality, see everything through the golden light of your heart, see everything as being created, and everyone has been created from the same creator. And you have to be like the leaf that feels, oh, there is a root. And the root, you don't understand what the root is. If you are, just imagine that we are all flowers. No, we know that as flowers, there is a gardener who's taking care of us, or who planted the seeds, who took care of this. There, you can see the other flowers and you can talk, hey, how is your smell today? This and that. But is the gardener happy or unhappy? Maybe the gardener's wife ran away. How do we know? We don't even have a framework of reference. So things about the God, we cannot even think or understand or even think about understanding. So when you cannot even understand, then having a belief and letting go of your intellect is the bravest decision that we can take. It is not for the small-hearted. Trusting in God is not for the, if you are in the field of, I will only trust the things that I touch and feel, means you are a prisoner of your body senses. You trust only your body senses, and all the body senses can be food, are food. You take a look at the, you think you trust this dollar, but this dollar, if you will see under the microscope, it's nothing. 99 point of the world, 99.9926 times of the world is nothing. So you are focused on this word, but it's nothing. 99.99 is nothing, including the dollar that you're holding. It's all false. It's nothing. It's just energy vibration. And when we are praying for others, this vibrational energy with prayers, it opens the heart. First, it opens the head so that you stop thinking about yourself and you start thinking about the other person to whom you're sending the praise. And then the heart opens up. Due to three reasons. One, we are all going to be closing our eyes. With closed eyes, focus on your breathing. Breathing in the blessing. Breathing is the first and the last act on the planet. Breathing in, you feel the blessing of life flowing in, hitting the third eye in the center of the forehead. Breathe in, and as it hits the third eye, imagine a cross. Dok, pozvolite te energiju selene udare trite glas v centre alba, in the center of the forehead. Let that energy go to your third eye and imagine a cross or Om over on there, or Allah, whatever connects you to God, whatever system or symbol connects you to God. Breathe in, Om, take it to the center, and now let it drop to your heart. Just the moment your whole consciousness is focused on the cross in the center of the forehead. Once, Om, take your breathing and hit this third eye with your energy. Om, Om, Om. As the third eye gets activated, put your full attention to the third eye. Om. Om. See it shining and pulsing. See the cross of Jesus and Om or Allah pulsing, shining. Oh, oh. It can be Ami, Ami, Allah, Allah. It can be the Star of David. Ami, Ami, Ami. As your consciousness is self-hypnotizes itself with this symbol of God, all your material desires go away and you become this golden light of God. And your heart, which reflects the intellect, opens up like a lotus. Oh. Focusing, taking the breath up to hit the symbol of God in the center of the forehead. Focusing on the forehead activates godliness inside you. Oh. Opening your heart. When the intellect is focused on the God, the creator of everything and everyone, then your heart opens like a lotus of Buddha. Oh. Oh. From this lotus, inside this lotus, invite Archangel Michael or any angel to the lotus, or invite Buddha, or invite Muhammad, the holiest person you can think of. Invite him or her to the center of your heart. Oh. And the moment the angel is in your heart becomes a church, a temple of church. Oh. Oh. The whole group's heart is now one. And we are sending love to all the people who are suffering the delusion and the illusion that money will save them from death. Money will save them. Money will make them happy. Money can only make you comfortable, but not less miserable. The only joy in the planet is to have a shining heart and serve others. Oh, serve others with your diamond shining heart. Oh, oh. Full attention onto your diamond heart, and all our hearts are connected as one. It is called the hologramic effect. Just like a hologram has got all the components, the full picture is in each atom, each part of the hologram. Just like DNA is present in each cell of the body and has got the whole map of the whole body, and the body is also full of DNA. So in the same way, the creator is the same. We are like this, but now at a root level of the heart, we are all one. And we are sending love, light, and laughter to everyone. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya means I see God in myself. I see God in others. So all my communication was Jnana Yoga, clarity that the material world is illusory. There is no happiness in it. Spreading love, light, and laughter with your golden heart so that you are enabled to serve others unconditionally, not thinking of the thoughts in your head, not thinking of your intellect, not thinking of your mind, not thinking of the things of the world, not desiring the things of the world. Your full attention is in the center of your heart. Om Namo Shiva. Just dissolve, become the ocean of love. Om Namo Shiva. Om, breathe in and let your heart shine. Namo, send it to the people in your life. Shiva, become the ocean. We are one, become one. Om Namo Shiva. With this clarity, this is called Jnana Yoga. The breathing in and out and shining with your heart, that is called your Kriya Yoga, your acts of love, your service to others. The shining of the heart and serving others is actually called Raj Yoga, serving others with your acts. Just doing acts of love, your biological exercises, that is called Kriya Yoga. Raj Yoga is serving others with love. Jnana Yoga is the knowledge that my divine heart shining light to everyone is my soul power. So unlock your soul power by focusing more and more on your diamond heart. And that is your Raj Yoga. The end of the Raj Yoga is you're serving with your life others. Om Namo Shivaya. And in everything and everyone, Om Namo Shivaya means Om Namo Shivaya, the mantra is a prayer which is used infinitely with your breathing and with the knowledge to spread love as shining so that from this day, you don't care about your mind, which is just thoughts. You don't care about your likes and dislikes, which are just thoughts in the head. You only care about spreading love from your heart. Om, breathing. Om, Kriya Yoga. Om, Namo. The Gyan Yoga, that the diamond heart love is you. It's Gyan. It's the blessing of the knowledge that sets you free. The truth that sets you free, that you're not this body with its which is changing. You're not the world which is always changing. You're not the mind which is always changing. You're not even the intellect which you have to let change. You are the infinity of love in your heart. And Shiva, you serve everyone. I see God in myself. I see God in everyone. And not everyone can see it. The few of us who are working are balancing this huge world. 99% of the world is just focused on things that they can touch and see, and they are prisoners of their body. And we are the ones creating a balance of spiritual wealth so that the whole world is not focused only on money, 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 but we are unlocking and sharing with everyone our infinite and abundant spiritual wealth and love, which is love from our heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Breathing. Om Namo, the heart is opening. Shivaya becoming an ocean. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And all hearts are connected as one, and we are sending love to the whole world, and especially to the people in our life. Om, breathing in. Om Namo, dissolving in the ocean of love. Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Invite an angel to your heart, which is now a pure place. And you can even talk with your angel. And you can channel the angel. Whatever you need to be knowing about your life, that will make you spiritually stronger, you can find from the angel. You don't ask about lottery ticket unless and until you are dying of hunger. Then if you are dying of hunger and you are absolutely, but then you won't be having the internet and all. So ask the angel for help in becoming more spiritual, and within the next 3 days to 3 weeks, you will feel the presence of the angel. First, trust the angel. Доверяйте, приглашайте ангелов в своем сердце. Доверяйте и можете задать вопрос тоже, как доказать. Вопрос, ответ на который вам сделает более духовно сильным. Om Namo Shivaya. But do not desire from the angel anything of the world, because that means that you are spiritually insecure. Totally just be a blessing. Om Namo Shivaya. Today I'm going to be having a special exercise. Each person who is over out here, I'm going to be writing your initials on a piece of paper that I put in. Galia, Hal, Sora, Jamie. If you have some questions, Jamie, you can ask us. Jamie, Kat, Larissa, Lena, Marina, Mary, Natalia, and Marsh. Preeti, Rita, Shadi, Sweta, Tammy. And from our heart, we are sending love to when whatever happened when he was 27, or maybe whatever will happen, 27 years and 5 months. Tammy and her child, Sweta and her health, Shadi and her daughter, Rita and her daughter, Preeti and relationships, Natasha and relationships, Mary and health, Marina and son, Lena and health, Larissa and health, Cat and son, Jean and grandchildren, Jamie and whatever happened 29 years and 4 months, or 4 or 5 months. So whatever happened, Laura and whatever happened a few weeks ago, Galia and son-in-law, Hal and health. So I've noted each one's initials over out here and drawn crossover out here. Cross. Right? And now with a church candle in front of an icon, I always have icons or Hindu gods or Islamic gods, whoever. And with this paper, I'll fold and all the blocks, everything that stops you from becoming more spiritual powerful. I'm going to be putting it over out here in this paper, and with a church candle, I'm going to be burning it. Om Namo, and you will feel your block being removed. Om Namo Shiva. 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 And I have to be, some of you have trusted me and you call me teacher. So today I burnt my hand when I was making tea. And the first thing that I did was, I said, thank you, that it was the left hand and not any other part of the body. But I got burnt myself badly. And that's the nature of life. Life will burn. But we have to say, thank you. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. You see, my hand is all in bandage today. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And the group is going to be praying as one for when Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Feel the burning happening in your heart where all the previous heaviness, and from the heart, everyone sends love to your kidneys, so there is no fear. Everyone send love to their, from the heart, send a golden ray of healing to your liver, so there is no anger. To your stomach, so that you can absorb and let go of the past. Absorb whatever is needed, let go of the past. That's what the stomach is for. Focusing on your spine, see the spine as golden light without any stress from the past, present, and future. See your shoulders as not holding the responsibility of the universe. The universe is carrying you. See your heart totally becoming a church of joy and service to others. See from the heart, send rays of love to each and every brain cell, so that your intellect, which was, I like this, I want this, is released, and you see God in everything that you like and everything that you don't like. Om Namo Shivaya. Have a golden aura. I want to be seeing a golden aura around the head of each one of you. Around when? Om Namo Shivaya. Golden around, all around Hal. Om Namo Shivaya. It is based on your thoughts and from your golden heart, making your each and every head cell in the brain golden, so that you have, each one of us has a golden prism. The head cells keep memories of our past, present, and future. Change those memories by seeing them as golden. Om Namah Shivaya, Mary. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Tammy. And Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Jean. Om Namah Shivaya, Shadi and daughter. Om Namah Shivaya, Shadi and daughter. Om Namah Shivaya, Shadi and daughter. Om Namah Shivaya, Jean and grandson. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Laura and whatever happened 9 days ago. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Preeti and family. Om Namah Shivaya, Rita and daughter. Om Namah Shivaya, Marina. Om Namah Shivaya, Larissa. Om Namah Shivaya, Kat. Om Namah Shivaya, Larissa. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Kat and son. Om Namah Shivaya, Sweta and health. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Natasha and Maria. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Ven. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, everyone. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 It's still burning. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 All your blocks are burning in front of the icon, in front of God. All your blocks are burning. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Feel your heart also cleaning up. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. We are all praying with Jamie, and for the last 2.5 weeks, there is a relationship issue, but this relationship issue is not full, and within 1 week of us praying, there will be a chance to go back. But you have to. The other person is. There is a third person in this in your relationship, so it's not going to be easy. But after a week, there will be a chance to make up, and we are all sending you love, light, and laughter, and you send love to these two people in your relationship, and then you will have a sense of balancing out. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Through us, love flows to you, and through you to these two people. There's a dark-haired person who is part of your relationship, and because of which this relationship has been hurt, and everyone is hurt. You are crying because it's very difficult to manage rejection. So we are sending you love, and you send love to the other two people in this. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And for anyone who needs any help, you can always, if you are in Toronto, you can always meet me near the church. At 75 Church 11. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. It's still burning. So see it again, that in front of the icon of Mother Mary and Jesus, the paper is still burning because I put it in the can. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Let go. Imagine that your heart is smiling and serving others. Om Namah Shivaya. Natasha and Masha. Om Namah Shivaya Sweta. Om Namah Shivaya Jane. Om Namah Shivaya Marina. Om Namah Shivaya Preeti. Om Namah Shivaya Hari. Om Namah Shivaya Shadi. Om Namah Shivaya Jane. Om Namah Shivaya Jane. Om Namah Shivaya Larissa. Om Namah Shivaya Lina. Om Namah Shivaya Mary. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya Rita. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om. May this gong's vibration clean you fully. See yourself fully in your visualization with a laughing heart, serving others unconditionally and irrespective of whatever happens on the planet. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep on praying for others and you will be fine. Thank you. Take care. Take care. I'll let this block burn out fully. I'll let this block burn out fully. So within the next 1 hour, each one of you will feel that your heart has been cleaned out. And if you have any questions, or any issues, you can reach out through the WhatsApp group. And if you are in Toronto, you can even meet me. Take care and thank you.